MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Chicago White Sox and the Oakland A's. Jose Abreu. With the season winding to a close, the AL's leading hitter makes his case for a batting crown. Next. Lou Trevino, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
Now batting, Tim Anderson. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The shortstop, Tim Anderson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Cut fastball taken for strike one. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty V, we're getting a look at a really good team right here, Dero. The only thing you hope they can do is to stay focused as the season winds down. They're a good team, and it looks like they could go a long.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. So a solo home run here on just the second pitch of the ball game. So his remarkable season continues as the White Sox are on the board first. It's 1-0.
This guy has some pop. You can't just lay one in there. What happens? He leads the game off just like that. It's 1-0.
At the plate, Nick Madrigal. He's a guy hoping to finish strong in the season's final month. Definitely in the discussion for Rookie of the Year honors. First offering on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Madrigal is known to have an incredible ability to make contact when he swings the bat, becoming a rare thing to see him swing and miss, leading many people to marvel at his apparent hand-eye capabilities. Especially in today's game with such a high strikeout rate out there, he's becoming more of a rare talent.
Yeah, I just don't think he's trying to do too much. He gets himself into good hitters' counts and tries to hit it right back off the pitcher's hat.
Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He was driving in runs like crazy last month. And when you watch how he swings and how he goes about it, you're not at all surprised. I'm looking for him to generate a lot of offense in this one.
So here's Jose Abreu. High in the air out to center field. Laureano is there, 2 gone.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eloy Jimenez. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch.
But don't make a mistake right now to this guy, Dan. He has been hot lately. Several home runs over the last week or so. So he is doing his absolute best to keep pace.
Dero, one of the things this guy does and does well, when he hits them, he usually hits them in bunches. So if he gets hot, look out. He can hit the ball out just about any at-bat he walks in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. But another look here at the solo shot leading off the ball game. On to the bottom of the first, and Chicago's off to the early 1-0 lead. Dane Dunning, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
It's not an easy thing to do to pitch as a rookie, but one of the things you have to do is use the positives. The opposing team has never faced you. You can't be afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. Establish your pitches and try to work quickly.
Here's Robbie Grossman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the A's, the left fielder, Robbie Grossman.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Popped him up. McCann over to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the right fielder.
With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Yeah, Matty, this has been the common theme for this team since we had a chance to cover them in spring training. They harped on the fact that they wanted to be in the tops in the league in on-base percentage, and that's exactly where they are, and it means victories at the end of the day. They are finding ways to put a ton of traffic on the base paths, and that will lead to a ton of wins.
Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Yeah, Matty V, we're getting a look at a really good team right here, D-Row. The only thing you hope they can do is to stay focused as the season winds down. They're a good team, and it looks like they could go a long way in the postseason.
Dan, I've racked my brain trying to figure out what's the best way to go in. Clinch your division early, be playing good baseball, meaningful baseball down the stretch to get into the postseason. Bottom line is it's an 11-12 game sprint when you get in. You want to be executing on all cylinders when you get in, but anything can happen.
Moncada takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Tommy LaStella.
Here's Tommy LaStella now. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Here comes the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail this one 1-0. Standing in, Luis Robert. 9 at-bats in the series and 4 base hits.
Luis Robert.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Laureano is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And I'm locking in on Matt Chapman. Without a doubt, one of the premier defenders in our sport. You know what? He's often compared to his former high school teammate. Bet people didn't know Nolan Arenado and him shared dugouts in high school. He's going to be at the top of the leaderboard this year. Defensive run save. Lock in on him. He's going to make a backhand gem.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Grossman is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 33, James McCann.
Stepping in, James McCann. He comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race.
Man, this guy's been in fuego lately. A boatload of homers over his last 10 games.
Yeah, usually, Dan, guys get hot throughout the course of the season, but not like this. Hot and hot with damage.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Back up the middle. Reined in. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. White Sox down on just 4 pitches. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Now in the box, Matt Olson. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
third.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. One nothing good guys as we play inning number 2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Now to the plate, Marcus Semien. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike one. White Sox are out to an early 1-0 lead as we play the second. Semien in an 0-2 hole here. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 once more. Sliced hard on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Here comes the first pitch. Semien leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Jimenez. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. One left for Oakland. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. So here's Yoan Moncada.
Leading off to the right side, the third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a line drive, but foul. The 0-1 pitch. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Up next for Chicago, Leury Garcia. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
What a powerhouse season, in the top 10 in home runs and runs batted in. He's also one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball.
First offering on its way. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And they're not going to have a play on him as the catcher just eats it. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And they will get no. He's in there. A very close play at first.
The batter, the second baseman, Nick Madrigal.
To the plate now, Nick Madrigal, as he lines it out to center. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 3-0 game. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third. And now time is called for and granted by home plate umpire Clyde Washington. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. No balls and a strike to count. Back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
At the plate, Eloy Jimenez. Liner toward right center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And no sense risking anything here, as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well.
And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. So his remarkable season continues as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Yeah, you've heard the saying, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Well, that was the case here. Bases loaded, facing the best power hitter in the lineup, and he showed why he is so feared. He knocked it out of here with a vengeance.
Mike Minor is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Mike Minor.
Here's Jay Bruce now.
Designated hitter.
As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Now the pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. So one gone in the inning now, and it's time for a look at the standings in the AL West. You just see where the A's find themselves entering play here today. Ready now, James McCann. In his career against Mike Minor, he's hitting .429. First pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays, and looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
Now an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Ready now for the White Sox, Yoan Moncada. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. The pitch. Shot toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. So he's aboard with his second hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping in now, Leury Garcia. Popped him up. Simeon is under it. And that retires the side. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The White Sox lead it 8-0. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Holy smokes. That's the first ball they've taken the entire game so far. They're swinging at everything.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, that number has him tied for 2nd in the AL in that category. Stepping up now, Tony Kemp, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fastball in there for a called strike. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Into the box now, Robbie Grossman. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. windup and the 0-1. Swing and a liner towards second, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. Runner's back. So here's Brandon Nimmo as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 0-1. Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2. Nimmo, a 27-year-old, he was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Hit hard on the ground to second, right to him. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it the side is retired. The A's strand 1. Still 8-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field, his 2nd of the game, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. In now, Nick Madrigal. Now this ball's hit out to deep left center. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Standing in now, Jose Abreu, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Nimmo has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Up next to Chicago, the left fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eloy Jimenez, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch on its way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, into the concrete staircases, and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the blowout continues. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay throw. Well, he is in there with a triple.
Wow, he's seeing the ball very well in this one. He already has a homer, and I thought he might have another one here, but it's going to hit high off the wall, and he's into third. They might think about pitching around this guy going forward.
So now to the plate, Jay Bruce, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Long run for the center fielder. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
Yusmeiro Petit gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready for another shot now. James McCann. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at bat. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. And the White Sox are out in front, 12-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And digging in is the veteran DH, Tommy La Stella. First delivery to him on the way. On the ground to the left side. Moncada gloves it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Matt Olson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder. Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside. See if the fish are still biting.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Now a swing and a ground ball. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Row, is you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
At the plate, Marcus Semien, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Madrigal will put this one away, and the side is retired. 1 left for Oakland. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Striding in once again, Yoan Moncada. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Yoan Moncada.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High and deep to right center. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, the right fielder, Leury Garcia.
Digging in now, Leury Garcia. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Laureano is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far.
The batter, the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and up next it'll be Tim Anderson.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Next up for the A's, Sean Murphy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see here at this date, he's in a race for the top spot, currently 2nd in the AL in that category. Digging in for his 2nd at bat, Ramon Laureano. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
To the plate now, Tony Kemp. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
He's getting a lot of first pitch outs, and it's really easy to see why. He's been perfect. 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes to hitters so far in this one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out this side on 9 pitches. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Nick Madrigal. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.